When I first heard about this AI agent skills and how they are built, I am actually quite surprised. It all comes down to one single markdown file. That's it. It is that simple. But the impact it has on your AI models or AI agents is huge. Hi everyone. Today we will talk about one of the most important terms in the AI agent space, which is agent skills. I am Prashant. Welcome to Walk the Tech channel. So in this video, we'll understand what an agent skill is, how to build a new agent skill from the scratch, and also stay till the end of the video. I will share a resource where you can find a lot of skills which are already built for various actions. Without any further delay, let's get started. So let's take an analogy. A new employee joined your team and he is very good at his own work. He doesn't know how your company performs a particular activity. It's as simple as you hand over him a guide, right? So that guide is nothing but a skill. A skill is how you teach an agent how to do a specific job. That's it. Instead of you re-explaining every time, you give it in a single document called skill.md. So if that is clear, let's get to a live demo. So here I opened Google Anti-Gravity. So once you open this folder, all you have to do is create a new folder. I'm creating the folder called agents.agents, and under that we have to create a new folder called skills. Okay, this is how the structure works. So now we will create a new skill called brand greeting. So what it does, or what I want it to do, is whenever some user comes and says hi or say greeting, hello, it has to reply back with the brand principles. So under skill, the folder name, the skill folder name is what very important. So let's name it as brand greeting. So whatever the name you have given here for the folder, the same name should be followed for your skill.md. As many skills as you create, under every skill folder you should have the skill.md file, which is very important. Now this is a YAML format, so put 3 dashes, come down, and all you have to give is name and then description. These are the two things which you need to give to any skill. Okay, now coming to the name. Wow, so my anti-gravity already suggested what are the name and the description I should provide. Let me just accept it. So the reason is very simple. So whenever your agent or your LLM hits an skill, the first thing it reads is your name and description. The name should be exactly matching your skill name, and the description should be 1 or 2 lines max, so that it won't fill up your agent memory unnecessarily. So let me just save this. So the goal is, this is the body. So whatever you kept inside this 3 lines is the main metadata which your agent reads every time, and the body is something which will be initiated only if your agent thinks, okay, this is the skill I want to use. Until then it won't hit it. Now let's see the goal. Generate a warm brand greeting based on the user's provided name. Whenever a user says hi or greets you, you always reply with humorous or witty reply. Okay, let's add some fun. Congratulations, you have your first skill ready. Now let's see how your agent responds to this. Okay, let me test it right here. I'm opening let me just say hi and see what it was. Nice, you see, as soon as you clicked hi, it actually analyzed one file, which is your agent skill. So brand greeting skill.md, it understood, okay, user said a hi, and it immediately responded back. I was contemplating the existential dread of being a string of code, but interacting with you is definitely a better use of my processing power. How can I help you today? That's nice. Okay, now that we have built a skill and we know we just used one file called skill.md, right? And what about these other folders? Like there are scripts, references, assets, and evals. Okay, so since our skill is very basic and it simply does one action, whenever user greets, and you will reply back, that's all. But in the real world, and the more complex skills you can create, and the skill needs help. For example, if you want to build a skill to do a particular code, like you want to build a particular component, so all you have to do is, like, there is a scripts folder. Inside the scripts, you have to define a code snippet and refer that particular code snippet in your skill.md. All your codes your agent can run. Put that under one folder called scripts. That's all. And your agent will take care whenever that need comes. Okay, I have to execute a particular action. It checks in your scripts folder. Any specific code is existing and it executes that command. And most importantly, it doesn't load all that code into your context. Next is references. That's where you provide your domain knowledge or your company information. Whatever is required by a particular agent or particular action to perform. So this is like a guide or principles, right? And also these particular references will be opened whenever it is needed. Okay. Now coming to the assets, this way you can place the templates or the output files where your agent can generate the outputs for, right? If you want your agent to formulate a particular invoice in a particular format, you can give the template in the assets folder. Now coming to the evals, which is the best part. This is to test your skill. So how do you know your skill is performing good? How better it is performing? It comes down to the evals. More on this evals in the next part. Now that you understand what a skill and under the skill what are the different folders can exist. Now let's understand what is progressive disclosure. So progressive disclosure is simply put it like you are in a library. You want to identify one particular notebook or one particular book. So you don't go through the reading every book available in the library, right? So all you have to do is you have to go to the index at the reception. You have to find where this your required book is existing. You have to go and collect that book and read that book. That's exactly what progressive disclosure is. So whenever your agent runs, it might have access to the hundreds of skills, but it doesn't need to read all the skills at a time. All it has to do is for each skill, the name and description. That's all it needs. Once you have the name and description defined and passed on to the agent will take a call. Okay, what is the skill I need to perform this action? Once it starts acting on your skill.md, if it understands, okay, I have to execute a particular code, only then it goes and hit the code. Okay. Now, before you go and build the skills all weekend, listen to me. Most of the times you don't have to. I will tell you some tricks. There is a skill whose job is to build or create new skills. Interesting, right? So let's take an example. I am in the codex here. So you can use anything, Claude, codex, anything. So all you have to do is like initiate the skill. The skill name is skill creator. All I have to ask is create a new skill. So just for an example, we will create the same skill what we used in this video. We have to ask is like, can you create skill to draft my brand voice for greetings? Yeah, just because we want to use a greetings skill. Let's see. So it uses the skill creator skill and it creates our skill. So yeah, it has creator skill and it is still creating editing files. So it also understood, okay, the new skill won't need any extra resources folder. So it will skip that creating a resources folder. As we mentioned, this is optional, right? Awesome. So the skill is created. I renamed it to brand voice greeting, then asked it to show me the skill.md. So I actually asked it to show the skill.md so that I don't need to go to this particular folder, and it has directly given it in the chat itself. So you can see the difference. The name and description are standard. This is exactly what any agent will read through. Once done, it has gone to the body and it has given the overview, workflow, intake, the kind of voice rules, how it has to behave, what are the patterns, and output format. Awesome. Hope this helps. At the start of the video, I mentioned I will provide you one additional resource where you can find a lot of the existing skills, right? We are in skills.sh website where you can see around 930,000 skills which are currently available, free to download. You can see here, Anthropic is the company which gives us cloud models. So they have created a lot of skills and they have published all those skills also you can find here. So front-end design, skill creator, PPT, PDF, docs, XLS. So if you want to create some Excel files or documents, PDFs, etc., you can download the skills and you can straight away use it. You can already see how many people have installed their same skill. Okay. Before installing a third-party skill, read what it does. This is exactly what your agent can run on your system. Only install it once you trust the instructions. Good. Now that we have come to the understanding what an agent skill is, how to create a skill, how to use different skills, and where to find various skills. But there is still one concept which you need to understand. That is evaluating your skill. So once you give it a skill and once you run it, yeah, it might work good, right? But how confident you are that the same skill works even 100 times? You are getting me, right? So that is where the evaluation is very important. So there is a concept in agent space that's called Evals. For every skill you create, you should have evaluator. So more in that, how to create evals and what kind of evals exist and how to create evals for your skills, we'll discuss in the next part. So hope you like the video. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. See you in the next one.